Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll dive into another unbelievable scary story that's sure to leave you breathless. Before we start, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on chilling tales just like this. Have you ever experienced a moment in your life when you thought your world was crashing down around you? Well, imagine waking up one day to find out that your entire existence has been a lie, that the very people you call family are the ones who orchestrated your miserable life, hiding dark secrets that would make your blood run cold. Prepare to meet a girl named Sarah. As the story begins, Sarah had lived her whole life in a small town with her parents. She had a seemingly perfect family. They lived in a lovely home on the edge of town. Her parents doted on her and made sure she had everything she needed. However, despite the seeming perfection, something always felt off in Sarah's life. She couldn't put her finger on it, but there was always an underlying current of unease that ran through her days. This feeling was particularly strong whenever her parents left town. Whenever they left, Sarah felt an oppressive weight settled over the house, and she was never allowed to leave unless they accompanied her. It was as if they didn't want anyone to know what went on behind closed doors. But then there were moments when Sarah caught her parents behaving strangely. A sudden burst of anger from her father, a hushed phone conversation between her mother and a stranger, or the way her parents seemed to react oddly whenever the police were mentioned. These glimpses into their lives only fueled Sarah's curiosity. She began to question the narratives her parents had woven about their past, wondering if there were threads of deceit she couldn't see. And it wasn't just about her parents. Sarah also felt disconnected from the rest of her town. Everyone seemed to know each other, everyone except her. Her parents had somehow managed to keep them isolated, and Sarah found herself growing up without friends, without any connection to the outside world. It was as if her parents had deliberately built walls around them. Sarah knew that the questions she harbored would only bring arguments. So she did the only thing she could. She waited for a moment when the walls of her parents' composure would crumble, when the facade of their perfect life would crack, revealing the truth. She didn't realize how long she'd have to wait, though, because sometimes the truth is buried deep, hidden behind years of carefully constructed lies. It happened when Sarah turned 18, one Saturday morning, while helping her mother clean the attic. Sarah stumbled upon a dusty, leather-bound box tucked away in a cobweb-filled corner. The box seemed ancient, its leather surface worn smooth with age. Curiosity surged within Sarah. Despite her better judgment, she couldn't resist the urge to open it. Inside, nestled amidst yellowed newspaper clippings and faded photographs, was a diary. Its pages, brittle with age, told a tale of sorrow and despair. It spoke of a couple deeply in love, John and Mary, and their joy at the birth of their first child. But as Sarah delved deeper into the diary, the tone shifted. Entries spoke of fear, suspicion, and ultimately tragedy. On the final page, a chilling message was scrawled in shaky handwriting. "They're watching us. I can feel it. We need to leave. For Sarah's sake, we have to try." The final entry ended abruptly, leaving Sarah with a sense of foreboding. Who were they? What were they watching? And what had happened to the baby? These questions swirled in Sarah's mind, intensifying her suspicions about her parents. She now knew her parents weren't who they claimed to be. Fueled by her discovery, Sarah continued her search, hoping to uncover more answers. Her quest led her to the family's old photo albums, where she found an array of curious images. There were pictures of her parents as young adults, yet they appeared different, almost strangers. Other photos showed her parents with a different couple, a couple who bore a striking resemblance to Sarah. It was as if they were trying to erase their past. Suddenly, a flash of lightning illuminated the room, momentarily revealing a hidden compartment in an old trunk. Inside, Sarah found more evidence, documents with names and addresses crossed out, phone bills with cryptic notes scribbled on the margins, and most chillingly, a series of newspaper clippings. Each clipping detailed the disappearance of a person, their features circled in red ink. Every face was strikingly familiar to Sarah, and it dawned on her she knew these people. They were the missing persons from her town, the unsolved mysteries. But what did it all mean? Why did her parents possess such evidence? Sarah's heart pounded in her chest, her mind racing. Then, as if fate itself had intervened, she discovered a hidden keyhole in the trunk, leading her to a secret room. Behind a bookshelf stood a solid steel door, its surface devoid of any markings. Sarah inserted the key, the one she'd found in the diary, and turned it. The door creaked open, revealing a dark staircase. With each step she descended, Sarah felt a growing sense of dread. At the bottom lay a dimly lit room, and as her eyes adjusted to the gloom, she saw rows upon rows of personal belongings, clothes, jewelry, photographs. Each item was meticulously organized as if displayed in a macabre museum. Sarah recognized some of the items, the clothing, the photographs, the diaries. They belonged to the missing persons from the newspaper clippings. Suddenly, a single word echoed in Sarah's mind: trophy. These items weren't merely collected. They were trophies, grim souvenirs of her parents' sinister activities. But why? Why did they keep these things? Then, as if sensing her presence, a voice cut through the silence. Looking for something, Sarah? Her mother stood at the top of the stairs, her face pale in the dim light. What is this place? Sarah asked, her voice trembling. Her mother descended the stairs, her eyes gleaming with a chilling light. This, she said, her voice soft yet menacing, is where we keep our memories. Her mother gestured to the collection of belongings, her eyes glinting with an eerie smile. The people in these keepsakes are special to us. They were the first to awaken our true potential, to show us the limitless possibilities that exist when you remove society's constraints. Sarah recoiled in horror. What are you saying? Are you trying to tell me that? Her mother interrupted, her voice laced with disdain. Don't act so shocked, Sarah. We've always been honest with you, haven't we? Sarah stared at her mother, her mind reeling. Her entire life had been a lie. The perfect family, the loving parents, it was all a facade. Who am I? She whispered, her voice breaking. Who are my real parents? And why did you take me? Her mother's smile widened, revealing a flash of sharp teeth. You are who we raised you to be, Sarah. And as for your real parents, well, they're no longer among the living. We took you to continue our legacy, to ensure that the bloodline continues. Her words hung in the air, heavy with meaning. Bloodline? What bloodline? Her mother's smile vanished, replaced by a cold, hard stare. The bloodline of darkness, Sarah. You carry the same gift we do. The ability to manipulate, to control, to kill without remorse. Her mother leaned closer, her breath hot on Sarah's ear. You are not just a pawn in our game, Sarah. You are our greatest masterpiece. We molded you, shaped you into the perfect vessel for our legacy. With that, Sarah understood. She wasn't just a victim of circumstance, she was a target. Her parents hadn't chosen her randomly. She was the key to their dark legacy, whatever that may be. In the days following this revelation, Sarah found herself torn between terror and defiance. She was afraid of her parents and what they represented, yet she couldn't help but feel a sense of morbid fascination. Their words echoed in her mind, planting seeds of doubt and fear. She began to question everything she thought she knew about herself, about the world, even about her own sanity. The support system she'd relied on, her school friends, her teachers, even her neighbors, all seemed distant. Their faces blurred as if they were fading from her memory. It was as if her parents' grasp extended beyond the physical, seeping into her thoughts, her emotions, her very identity. She couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched, that every move she made was calculated. Every word she spoke weighed, every emotion she felt manipulated. But as the days passed, a new resolve began to form within her. Fear gave way to anger, confusion to determination. Sarah realized she couldn't let her parents win. She had to fight not just for herself, but for the souls trapped in her parents' trophy room. Thank you so much for listening to today's chilling story. Have you ever discovered something shocking about someone close to you? Share your stories or thoughts in the comments below. And remember, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you stay updated on the latest scary stories. Until next time, stay safe and watch your back.